Welcome to the Coronation Behind the Craft, where we don't just highlight talent, we celebrate the truth behind it. I'm your host, Jetta Sky, the indie ally. And today, I'm honored to sit with an artist who refuses to be boxed in. A poet, a father, a performer, a truth seeker, and a believer. He calls himself a poetic blue-collar storyteller. Stax is an artist who doesn't separate his life from his art. His poetry and songs reflect faith, fatherhood, and the raw honesty of blue-collared life. From his collaboration like Ask and Receive to the words he pens in solitude, this is an artist who refuses to water down his truth. This is carefully crafted art. Welcome to the craft of Stax Hinsley. Stax, thank you for joining us. So let's start with how you describe yourself. You call yourself a poetic blue-collar storyteller. Why was that the identity that you chose? And how does that shape your art?
It's a good question. It's a really, really good question. I actually started my music career with poetry. That was like that was my first introduction into music, was just writing poems. I would just be writing a couple of them here and there, and I would go to like open mics, where they would just have a band, and they'll just be vibing out. You go out and just speak your poetry, and I started making them longer, adding more rhythm to it, to where it's like I didn't really have a true form of poetry, but I was just like writing what felt good, what sounded good. It was kind of like abstract writing. And so that was the basis of the way that I would write. And then eventually I started making songs. Like I was encouraged to like, hey man, just turn this into a song. Cause I would just only do it with when I would show up to these open mics and just do it over the live band. So that's that piece of poetry. And I've been told by multiple people like that I just live a poetic life. I don't know exactly what that means. Like they say you just talking poetry, it just feels poetic, everything you do. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just take that. Like I'm not gonna shy away from that. If that's what it is, if I'm poetic, then I guess I'm poetic. And blue collar is just true to me. Like, I mean, we just work. Like my dad, he's been a worker, he retired from UPS and working on the second retirement at the post office. Me, I do like handiwork, always been a hustler, always trying to get my hands on something, some type of craft just to keep me going. Like very much kinetic learner, just someone who likes to work. Like even if I don't have to work, I'm building Legos or crafting. That's my time when ideas, the rhythm of working with my hands helps my ideas. That's what makes my brain turn. That's what helps me come up with ideas and come up with some of these things that turn into poetry, is like the action of me using my hands. So that's where the blue collar comes from. And storytelling, I like to talk. I love to talk.
Hey.
I love to tell stories, like to just tell it about things I've experienced. I feel like that's one of the most beautiful things and most valuable things that us as people have to share with the next person is perspective. And I love receiving like perspective and unique perspectives from people. And I feel like because I naturally want that, and that's what I feel like has given me any form of success, any form of like uniqueness, has all come from perspective. And so I like to share mine. That's like I feel like that's one of the most like valuable things that people can share is their perspective. I think like any success that I have or uniqueness to myself that I have comes from those different perspectives. So that's what I like to share. I like to share my perspective and just tell about how things, might be moving with me. So that's how I think I got the title of a poetic blue collar storyteller.
That was an amazing explanation. And you know what's funny? I'm gonna date myself a little bit, but I swear you remind me so much of just seeing you and being around you. You remind me so much of Jason's lyric.
Really?
And it's like you like an artistic Alan Payne from Jason's lyric. He was just always trying to do right, still trying to find himself and live in himself, but also trying to help those around him. It's just that you just reminded me of him. It was just kind of cool. I was like, damn, he kind of reminded me of that. But anyway,
My
We're
big
gonna
brother says that all the time too.
Really?
My big brother says that all the time. I gotta go back and watch it for real because my big brother, he literally says that
Tell
so
your brother
often.
that I said that.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like,
That's why I laugh.
he gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
See, so he ain't tripping. He ain't tripping. Okay. Now, with that being said, we're gonna segue into this next kind of like, I guess, question, statement, whatever we want to call it. So you balance a lot of roles: artist, father, entrepreneur, truth seeker. So which one of these roles define you the most right now in this present moment?
Ooh, that's the artist, father, entrepreneur, truth seeker. I would have to say truth seeker because I feel like that's who you are and what you do. They different. They different. Like your purpose and what you do are different things. And it's like I'm doing music. I'm doing entrepreneurship. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm doing music because I feel like that's what I've been given to do right now. But no matter what I'm doing, truth has to come through it. Like truth has to come through it. Like I have to be like that's I feel like that's a part of my purpose. You know, it's like understanding the truth of my existence and understanding the world around me. And that's just what comes out through these things. That's what comes out through my entrepreneurship. That's what comes out through the way that I parent. That's what comes out through like the way that my music comes out, through the words I say, through what I do. Is all just to live out this truth, these newfound truths that I find. I feel like the truest work for me, I heard this and it really hit hard. It's like becoming is the what we here to do. That's the only work that has to be done. And so for me, I'm like, I feel like music is an assignment, you know, where I've worn so many different hats throughout my life. I've been so many different things. And I'm holding on to music as long as I'm assigned to it. And I'm humbled and thankful that like, you know, I've been entrusted to do it to this degree, to this magnitude. And I feel like it's just like it's my duty to put truth in it. As I said, like with anything else, and to continue just becoming whatever it is that I'm being asked to be. You know what I'm saying? What I'm being led to be from the truth that I find along the way.
Amazing, amazing. Well, you know what they say, the truth will set you free.
Man, I think that's what I'm after more than anything else. Just continuous freedom, like continuous freedom. With each new fear, there's like a new shackle, and it's like truth is the only thing that makes that leap, that breaks you out of that. So it's like anytime, with every new height I reach, I find a new fear. And so I gotta break free through that every single time. Like I get to a new place in life, and then I'm like, dang, I ain't know that this was up here. And then you get scared of that, or it gets intimidating, and it's like, all right, I gotta break free of this too.
Yeah.
And that and the journey of breaking free through that creates a song, or it creates a business opportunity, or it creates like another perspective or story to tell. You know?
Exactly, exactly. And the good thing is that now you have your music that's been assigned to you to use as a tool.
Right.
Because that's really what it is. Along your passion, along your way to finding your purpose, we're given tools. And this is just one of the tools that you have been assigned to help you along your way and on your journey. So with that being said, you also lean into poetry just as much as you do song. So when you write, are you writing for yourself? Are you writing for the culture? Or are you writing for both?
That's really good. Am I writing for myself, the culture, or for both? I really do feel like we are the culture, right? So
You better say it.
you get what I'm saying? We are the culture. The culture is a result of us and what actually seeps through and grows through the concrete and becomes truth and becomes and light and wants to show. So when I'm writing and when I'm creating, it's like I'm so happy to get through whatever it is that I'm writing about. Sometimes I write to no music at all, and I'm just writing with an internal rhythm that these words are calling for. And when that's happening, it's like when I get up and I go to perform it, like I was talking about this earlier, it's like, if I don't have conviction behind it, I don't want to say it no more. Like, I want to be able to say it with conviction. And when I say it, I'm just wanting to see who else connects with this too. Like, cause I am a part of the culture as the next person sitting next to me. You get what I'm saying? It's like, just like the process of osmosis, it all eventually like comes together because we share in this space. Like, and I really do believe that we all are one. We all are truly connected. And so as I'm going through something, I'm not just going through it for me. Like, I'm going through it, and especially if I'm given the perspective and given the opportunity to share my perspective, it has to be for the listener. So yeah, it might start off as something that comes from me, but ultimately, like, I would have no excitement for it if there wasn't people to share it with, because now that's how the tool gets used. It's like to have a drill and just to set it up and just let it stand there. That's cool, but it hit different when that drill gets some wear and tear to it, and you see that it's like you done drilled 1,000 holes by now. With this one thing, and that's how I feel about the music I write too. Like, watching the same song have a different effect amongst crowds and amongst different people. It's like it blows my mind. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I absolutely 100% agree with what you're saying. And just to add to that, we all are given gifts. None of our gifts were given to us to keep to ourselves. So everything that we aspire to be, everything that we're great at, it was never meant to just be for you. It was meant to be for those who need that message. It was meant to be for those who see you as an inspiration. The ones that you don't know that they're watching you. They feel like they can do it because they see you doing it. So as you share your gifts, we all are honestly being of service to others that we don't even realize that we're serving. So for you to tap into that and to even want to extend that says so much about your character. And I would just say, keep at it. Like, you're an exceptional example of what a young king is. All right?
Man, I appreciate that. That means a lot, for real, Jay. That means a lot.
No problem, sweetheart. No problem. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I'm a piece of tissue paper, and I really do love y'all, and I care about y'all. And when I see amazing young people, I try to make sure y'all know that somebody sees you, and somebody really cares about y'all. Because I know it's hard out there. It's hard to be a good person in a world of darkness. It's really hard to be the 1%. So when I see you guys, I'm going to champion for you every day. So
I feel that every time too. Every time since meeting you, since knowing you, I feel that every time. Like, you feel like one of the safest spaces. Period. I'm telling you, like, every time since meeting you, it's just like, I always just feel like, we good. Like, this is a good space. So I appreciate that, and I hope that you just continue to. I know that you will, but, like, man, we see you too, for real.
oh, thank y'all. Don't get me in here crying and shit, because I will cry. I ain't on camera though, but I will cry. So we're gonna get back to this, because you're gonna have me over here like Sky, you telling me shut up and stuff. All right, so let's talk about ask and receive. So this collaboration brought together different energies, like Slow Ocean, Luna Bayou, and you. What did that creative connection mean for you?
Man, ask and receive is one of those, like, man, I gotta tell you in a little second, because ask and receive is, I got chills, like, just thinking about even talking about this song. It's my first time talking about this song publicly like that, yeah. And
Seriously?
it's first time ever. I haven't spoken about the song. I put it out, put one video out around it, and let it be what it was. And Ask and Receive is legitimately a prayer. I didn't write any of it. I just woke up one day, got on the microphone in my room, and just started speaking. Like, start talking. And when I was talking, I just put a beat on. I was like, man, I need to pray. And I was like, but I want to make some music. And I just clicked this first beat that I found, and I just started talking. And that's how Ask and Receive come about. Like, even at the end, when I say this plant that I'm watching standing up towards the light, it was a plant sitting on my desk, and it was just, I noticed that. I was like, it grows towards the light. I was like, that's what I gotta do. And I ain't even gotta do it right. This is me just legitimately talking. And when I said it, I didn't know what it would be, but that day I knew. I was like, this is something. Did I know I was gonna share it with the world eventually? Nah. Like, even with putting that out, I tell people I hadn't released a song in 2 years. Though I put that out because it wasn't a song. It was just like, just literally my purest just heart, just talking to God and expressing to God what I want for my life and on that day. And when I got with Luna's a good friend of mine that who I just felt like she's from Louisiana, and she just kind of embodies that like real. It felt mystique to me because I couldn't express. I didn't believe that it happened. I couldn't believe that it happened. Like, just doing that one take, and I'm like, yo, this is that. And so I asked her to just kind of like sing through it. She came over. I was like, hey, just sing through this. Like, whatever you feel, you don't even got to say words. Just sing through it. And then I brought my boy Juan, who is Slow Ocean. He's an electric guitarist. Brought him in. I was like, bro, just play. Because like the album I'm working on is called Spiritual Currency. And his guitar like is the glue that represents the current running through the album. And so when I brought him in to play, I was just like, bro, just do your thing, whatever you feel. No direction, just play it in the right key and do your thing. And so when I brought it to my engineer, I was like, let her vocals and his guitar, like I want you to start the fade at the beginning of the song and bring the fade up right into like the last 10 seconds and the last like 20 seconds and just let it slowly, just let their vocals and his guitar rise with it. And these are two people who have like, they know me well enough to know that like everything I'm saying is like who I really am, you know? And so it meant a lot to me to involve them in this because like I knew that they would play and sing with the same intention and I'm coming with and be able to be supportive of it and just fall right into it because like, you know, they're part of the tribe that I'm, you know, building things with as well.
Definitely a strong and powerful song or piece of art. We'll say piece of art.
Hey, whatever we want to call it.
It is definitely beautiful. You guys did amazing with that piece. So this is kind of going to go into legacy. So when you think about legacy, when you think about what you're building, what Stax Hinsley is building for his children, for his community, and for the culture, what do you hope the name Stax Hinsley will stand for?
Man, that's crazy. As much time as I wanted to spend thinking on it, something came like instantly. Like, I just want to be known as a man after God's heart for real. Just someone who, no matter what, because we all go through things. I go through everything. We all go through things. I just want what God got for me. Like, and I am humble to who God is and understand that there is a true force and power that is guiding each and every one of us, and that when you release and relinquish control, you get pulled in places that you can't even describe. When I talk about being wild and being amazed and ask and receive, like that's the truth. Like there's things that I come up with plans for, And I feel like sometimes God gives you a plan as a form of direction, like just head that way. But you just go that way though. Like don't fret about stuff not going your way. Just go that way. You get what I'm saying?
Just go on.
Just go that
Do what I
way.
told you to do.
You know, and then from there, like God continues to wow us, and I am in love with the wow of God. I really am. Like I'm in love with it. I'm amazed by it. I love seeing the way that God works life out and out of things that I didn't even know could happen. You know what I'm saying? So, and despite of what we going through, what we facing, like it's like just constantly just realigning ourselves and with God. That's what I make music for. A lot of it is to just realign myself. It is to remind myself of like who I am, who God made me to be. And if I don't know, I'm gonna talk about what it's like not knowing. When I do know, I'm gonna talk about the moment of what it's like to find out, just so that anybody who might be in any of those spaces or places like can take on the same. I did a feature recently, and it was called Letter to J by Nova J. And she told me the song was like, this is to the girl. She was like, I want to make a song about encouragement. And when I wrote my verse, I wrote it with my daughter in mind. Like, when my daughter's older and she's facing something, and if she goes through that tough time in life in a position where I can't necessarily, it's not up to me to do something for her. At least you got these words from your dad too. Like, at least you can hear how your dad actually feels about what you can do in this situation. Like, whether you do it right then or not, at least it's gonna get in your subconscious. You're gonna know where to go with it eventually, and that's what I'm here for. That's what I love to do. I feel like that's what my legacy is going to be about. I feel like that's what my legacy is about. It's about truth. It's about community. It's about following through and just pushing forward and paying it forward and making sure that everybody who's listening, anybody who's involved, feels seen and knows that they are part of the process for real.
That was so beautifully said. So beautifully said. And that brings us to our next segment, which I like to call the pour-in segment. So Stax, I want to take a moment to pour into you. Your gift isn't just your poetry. It's your courage. The courage to speak what others are afraid to say. The courage to connect your faith with the culture. The courage to carry all of your roles, father, artist, storyteller, without dropping any of them. You are proof that authenticity never goes out of style. What you create isn't trendy. It's timeless. And I want you to know this. Your voice is essential. Your faith is your compass. And the world needs more storytellers like you. You keep speaking. You keep creating. Because you're already wearing your crown. All right. So, as we come to the end.
Golly, I got tears. Oh my goodness, bro. All right.
It's all right. Now, as we come to the end, just the end of this interview, not the end of your journey, I want you to tell everybody that's watching, give them advice, leave them with a word.
Man, if you're watching this right now, you in the right place. You in the right time. You're always on time. Don't look at anything and question yourself. If you got questions, write them down. And if you want answers, seek truth. Continue to let God guide you day by day. You got a plan, and that's great. That's proof that you got faith. Hold on to your faith. Don't question the process. Just keep moving forward. Trust God. follow through on what you can. When stuff don't go your way, just clap your hands, because it's all good. It's all good. Art is the product of process, and allow your process to be whatever it needs to be. There's beauty in not knowing everything. Just keep following through and trust God, trust you, and be of service to the community. Just try to do right by people best you can and make the most out of what you got. Peace.
Through Stax Hinsley, we're reminded that artistry isn't just performance. It's lived. It's in the faith you carry, the family you raise, and the truth you're willing to speak into existence. This is Behind the Craft. To every creator watching, your story matters and your artistry is needed. And to everyone else that's watching, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Coronation Behind the Craft. If you're an indie artist, creative, or storyteller who's ready for your seat at the table, our submissions are open now. Hit the link in our bio and let's go behind the craft together. We see you. We hear you. This is your coronation.